when you're good to go. Jake Slebodnick for your hometown radio stations, and joining me, Coach Matt Falisec of the Purchase Line Red Dragons. We talked last year for the Luther Ford Lincoln kickoff show, and Coach had a lot of optimism about his team, and rightfully so. They actually had themselves a pretty fine season. They got off to a bit of a rocky start, 0-5, but then they won the last 4 games on their schedule, and if I'm not mistaken, made a playoff appearance, right, Coach?
Yeah, we didn't start 0-5. I think we started 1-3, I believe, or 1-2, but then we made it to district semi, so end up starting 1-3 and finished 4-5. Lost to Guilfoyle in a semi, so started slow but finished strong.
But even so, for a very small school like Purchase Line, that's a very big accomplishment for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, it is, but we think we can do more. And even though I think now we're the smallest in the Heritage, we still get the kids out to play football. It's loved up there at PL, and we have bigger dreams this year to go for it in the season.
And rightfully so. You guys have a lot of returnees on offense. You got Josh Seister back. He's actually joining us. We'll talk to him in just a few minutes.
Brady Seister.
Brady Seister. I am terrible with names. I apologize. But you also got a lot of key returnees on defense. What does that say about how Purchase Line is going to line up this season?
I think it's looking pretty good. On offense, we only lose 3 starters from last year. On defense, we only lost 3 starters, so we're returning 8 guys on both sides of the ball. And, the 2 I have here, they've been playing since freshmen. And a lot of kids that are seniors now have been playing since freshmen. So we're excited what we're going to bring to the table this year.
Now, you guys, week 1 matchup against Northern Cambria, a bit of a closer opponent in Northern Cambria, the Colts. Would you say that you guys have an upper hand going into this matchup? And what do you guys let me restart from that. Northern Cambria week 1 matchup, how are you guys preparing for it?
Well, to be honest, we haven't seen them. Last year we never saw them, so to be honest, I don't know what they have at all right now. I know Sam over there does a good job, and they always get a lot of kids out, but we're just preparing right now to get the kids in shape and to get used to running. We're doing a couple of new things on offense and defense. We're getting used to that, but Northern Cambria is in the back of the mind, but it's not where it should be yet. It will get there.
One of the things that's sort of like a glue almost to a football team is their offensive line, because that's really how offensive production is based. How would you judge your offensive line? And obviously with a lot of returnees, you obviously got a lot of trust in guys there. How are they going to hold up on the front lines?
We got a lot of big guys up front this year, and biggest thing is they got to gel together. A lot of guys we have who are starting on the O-line this year were primarily playing defense last year. Now we're bringing them over to the offensive side. So, all summer we've been working on different calls, different things. We're trying, like I said, some new things on offense, and I think they're picking up pretty well. But we still got a couple, 2-3 weeks yet before we get going for real. But I think they're doing a good job. What
are some of the big things that they need to continue to improve on? You said it's going pretty well, but obviously there's a few fine-tuning measures that you need to take. What are some of those fine-tuning measures?
Offensively, I think it's for our line. It's stepping in the right direction. Guys on my outside, guys on this side. Which way do we step? Just small things like that, but they're slowly getting it, and I think we'll be fine once we get it going.
I want to flash it back to that playoff appearance last year. You guys faced Bishop Guilfoyle, obviously tough competition. Do you think it benefits the players a little bit that you face that tough competition whenever they return next season, because they've got that experience and they can come ready to hit the bricks?
Absolutely, and Guilfoyle, for single-A schools, they're on a different level than most single-A schools. They had more kids on their team than we graduate, so it definitely helps our kids because they can see what's out there and how good they got to be able to compete to win District 6 anymore in single A, and it's good to see that type of talent.
It definitely is. Now I'll leave off on this. What do you want to say about to the hometown crowd for your first game coming up August 27th against Northern Cambria? You're hosting them. It's going to be a home matchup, pretty big matchup. What do you got to say to the hometown crowd?
Well, I know with this group of seniors, I've seen them since they were 10, 11-year-old kids, but we got 6 home games this year. Last year we played 9 football games and had 2 home games, so we got 6 games. We better jam the house, get the band going, get the cheerleaders going, because we're pretty pumped to get football going at Purchase Line.
Phil the Dragons layer at Purchase Line coming up August 27th. Well, Coach, I'll excuse you, and I'll talk to your players here momentarily. Thanks, Coach. Coach Matt Falisec of the Purchase Line Red Dragons. Jake Slebodnick reporting for your hometown radio station.